Nothing in the sky at all. Then all of a sudden, bam! What is that? Anybody tell me what that is? We're in the middle of the ocean. On a ferry. Nothing around. Look. Nothing around. No land, no nothing.
Hello. Welcome to Strange Times number 18 again. I decided to delete the last one because the secret was out about my small penis, and also I got a copyright strike. Sorry, it wasn't a strike, it was like a warning where I had to share my huge revenue of like 7 cents per year with a company who claims rights to Tchaikovsky's music. So I was like, nah, you're not getting that 7 cents for free, buddy. And it was a pretty shite video too, so I just cut it away and we'll start from here. And so what did you guys think of the introduction video there? The actual phenomena that he almost didn't film was pretty interesting. It would have been nicer if he just kept the camera on there and we saw it from start till end. Damn cars. But what we did get, I thought was worth sharing. So we'll go from that on to a Yowie sighting in Australia. It seems like I do one of these every time I do a Strange Times. Did I say Strange Times at the start or Strange Life? Anyway, I'm not going to go back now. You know what I meant. Yowie sighting. The location was a dirt road bordering the Balangara State Forest, which is approximately 11 kilometres southwest of Kempsey in New South Wales. The date was Sunday, January 22, 1995. The time was 5:30 p.m. The two young witnesses were Romney, aged 11, and James, who was 10. Both Romney and James had been playing with a neighbour's son on her property. At around 5:30, they decided to walk the short distance back to Romney's parents' property, which was about 1 to 2 k's away. The dirt track from the neighbour's house runs up the side of a hill. After 2 property gates, the track joined a public dirt road that runs along the top of a ridgeline. On one side of the road, there are a few scattered properties, and on the other side, steep wooded gullies that fringe the Balangara State Forest. After the boys passed through the last gate, they turned left and started walking downhill along the road towards the junction with Piper's Creek Road. About 100 metres from the neighbour's property gate, the boys heard some noises. James thought it might have been sheep or goats, and Romney felt that it was a bird. Romney also said he heard 2 heavy footfalls at this point. After the noises, both boys looked ahead down the road and noticed a figure standing about 5 to 7 metres away, which is not far at all. That's probably about 15 feet or something. And this figure was in amongst the fern and lantana bushes that fringed the embankment on the left-hand side of the road. The creature was slightly hunched over and facing away from the boys. As they watched, it straightened up and began moving its head from side to side. Romney felt the creature was sniffing. That's an interesting detail. Very animal-like behaviour. Their descriptions were as follows. Romney said, the creature was 8 to 9 feet tall and totally covered in dark brown hair or black hair. Its hair was several inches long, wild and scraggly looking. It was way bigger than an average person. and it seemed to be in between a human and a gorilla, as it was not quite the shape of a human and not quite the shape of a gorilla, he said. It was a lot wider than a human. It was massive. The neck was of average length. No facial features were noted, nor arms or legs. James said, dark, browny colour. Dark. Pretty high, meaning tall, I think. Long, wild hair all over it. Did not see arms or legs, just the back of a big hairy thing, resembling a monkey or a gorilla. After only a few seconds, the boys turned around and began to walk, and then run, back to their neighbour's property. Romney said he heard footsteps as they moved away from the animal. They both said they were very frightened. They told one of their older friends at the neighbours, and later asked him to drive them home, as they refused to walk back past the spot where the animal had stood. And if you go to the link, if you're interested in Bigfoots, there's some more details, including photos of the tracks and a more detailed description of the whole encounter. Hello, little puppy dog. Woof woof. Alright, this next one, what have I got? Yeah, so I've got a video here of a apparent haunted wheelchair, and it looks kind of cool. I like the guy's reaction as he walks out the front there. And he's just like, what the f***? And he just lets it go down the path. just let it go. I don't want anything to do with this. Didn't see it. But I think this one is wind, because that wheelchair looks pretty light. And it's basically, you know, the back of the seat is basically a sail, and you can see the wind blowing all the trees around. And in the article or on the YouTube channel, I can't remember which, one of the witnesses actually sort of declares it's nothing. It was wind. I was there. It was wind. But yeah, that's from India, that one. Thought it was worth sharing. This next one is more interesting. It's another ghost. I've named it Balcony Ghost because I'm pretty inventive and creative with my titles. Just in case you didn't guess, it's about a ghost on a balcony. Chad Lawson had been doing a sound check at the Paramount Theatre in Austin when the picture was taken. The American Pianist. Penis? I was always told it is pronounced penis, but it sounds a lot like penis. So I'm going to say pianist. Had been getting ready for a performance at the iconic theatre. That threw me for a bit there, that penis thing. I'm going to start again. The American Pianist had been getting ready for a performance at the iconic theatre that had taken photographs of his piano in the empty concert hall so that he could upload one to social media. I'm way too old to be laughing at penis jokes. It wasn't until he looked at his photos in the hotel afterwards, however, that he noticed that something was amiss. A strange figure had appeared up on the balcony in one of the shots. Quote, "I took 3 quick tap photos from stage to share," he wrote. "In the photo you can clearly see someone in the mezzanine. Noticing it, I looked at the first and third pics, and the person is absent." After doing a bit of research into the building, he discovered that there had been stories for years of a ghostly woman in a white dress who is said to appear on the mezzanine floor. And in the photos, let me just quickly bring it up so I can describe it better. So you can see in pic 1, empty mezzanine, and then what really does look like a woman actually staring at the photographer in the little stairwell there in pic 2. And then he says that there was no one there in pic 3, but if you look, it looks like the same figure is falling backwards down the staircase to me. You can see the 2 legs there, arms sort of outstretched in front of her, and her back's now towards us, and she's about to fall down the stairwell or the staircase. Because that falling backwards image is not in the first picture either. So it's almost like I wonder if this ghost died by falling down the stairs maybe, or, I wonder if he's actually caught the moment of her death on camera somehow. I'm just having another squeeze because I noticed in the third pic the lights are blurred, like the camera's been moved to the right and up. No, it'd be the opposite of that, I think. Anyway, there's been movement in the lights, but it doesn't appear that the mezzanine has the same blur. I guess it does a little bit. It's interesting anyway, I reckon. What do you guys think? So from that to a couple of UFO incidents. Unidentified dark mass. Former US Navy pilot Commander David Fravor, who was among those who pursued the famous tic-tac-shaped UFO near the coast of San Diego in 2004, first revealed his squadron's encounter with the 12-meter-long object during training exercises in the Pacific Ocean in a shocking article in the New York Times in December 2017. Back in 2004, the pilots first witnessed an unidentified Boeing 747-sized object under the surface of the water, and then another one erratically moving just above it, which was later filmed by another member of Fravor's squadron with the help of the plane's infrared targeting camera. The footage filmed on 14 November 2004 and titled Fleur 1, spelt F-L-I-R and the number 1, later emerged among 2 other videos titled Gimbal and Go Fast that were acquired by former Pentagon official Louis Elizondo. In mid-September 2019, US Navy spokesman Joseph Gradisher confirmed for the first time that the videos really did show unidentified phenomena. In his first major interview since the videos were acknowledged, Commander Fravor revealed some other shocking stories that other pilots had told him about following his revelation. Quote, "One of the guys was a Navy helicopter pilot. He was flying a CH-53, a big heavy lifter the Marine Corps uses for certain things. Off the East Coast, they do a lot of shooting, and at the time it was off Puerto Rico." According to Fravor, the pilot, whose job included retrieving BQM aerial target drones and submarine telemetry torpedoes in the 1990s, once encountered an unexplained, quote, "kind of dark mass coming up from the depths. As they hoist the BQM up, he's looking at this thing and going, "What the hell is that?" Fravor said while recalling the pilot's story. Quote, "And then it just goes back down underwater. Once they pull the kid and the BQM out of the water, this object descends back into the depths." End quote. According to Fravor, the incident was repeated a few months later. Quote, "He's out picking up a torpedo. They hook the diver up on the winch, and as they're lowering him down, he sees this big mass. He goes, 'It's not a submarine.' He's seen submarines before. Once you've seen a submarine, you can't confuse it with something else. This big object, kind of circular, is coming up from the depths, and he starts screaming through the intercom system to tell them to pull the diver up, and the diver's only a few feet from the water. They reverse the winch, and the diver's thinking, 'What the hell's going on?' And all of a sudden, he said the torpedo just got sucked down underwater, and the object just descended back down into the depths. They never recovered it." Close quote. Fravor added that the helicopter pilot whose story he shared was sure that the torpedo didn't sink, but rather got sucked down. So that's kind of scary. Imagine if the diver was actually in the water and got sucked down as well. I wonder if that's happened before and we just don't know about it. And just to close out, I've got this one. It's this UFO sighting from somewhere, South America, I believe. Crap. I didn't put the info down. I'm pretty sure it's from South America, but the link's there anyway. So I'll leave you with that, and I'm working on another video. I'm hoping to have it finished by the weekend, but no promises. But I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.